Life is not always fair. I can't explain everything, but I can tell you, God said He would take what was meant for your harm and use it to your advantage. He said He would give you beauty for the ashes, but I've learned you have to let go of the ashes before you receive the beauty. You can't hold on to the old and expect to receive the new. The past is over and done. That's why it's called the past. Quit dwelling on it. Quit reliving it. You're not going to understand everything that happens, but God has a purpose. He knows how to bring good out of it. Keep moving forward.
You cannot get people to believe in your dream until you believe in it yourself. Stop asking people to invest in things where you have no investment. Nobody's going to put into your dream before you put in. You have to invest in what you dream for.
It was my dream. It was my goal. I don't expect you to believe in my dream like I believe in my dream. And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. It's your dream. If you wanted to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to happen, rise and grind.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
When you have a dream, it doesn't often come at you screaming in your face, this is who you are, this is what you must be for the rest of your life. Sometimes a dream almost whispers. And I've always said to my kids, the hardest thing to listen to, your instinct, your human personal intuition, always whispers, it never shouts. Very hard to hear. So you have to, every day of your life, be ready to hear what whispers in your ear. It very rarely shouts. And if you can listen to the whisper, and if it tickles your heart, and it's something you think you want to do for the rest of your life, then that is going to be what you do for the rest of your life, and we will benefit from everything you do.
Anybody can dream it, but you'll never see it until you're willing to be committed to it. I was telling somebody the other day, we worked when we didn't have food. We worked when we didn't have lights. I was putting my whole check in the offering, all of it, trying to keep it going. When I finally got some staff, I went on the road preaching, and whatever I made on the road preaching, I brought it home to make the payroll of the staff. And sometimes I got them paid and couldn't pay me. Commitments. Looked like a fool. Didn't have any clothes. Suits was falling off me. They laughed at me. Looked like an old raggedy country preacher. I had holes in my shoes. I couldn't kneel down and pray because if I knelt down to pray, they would see holes in my shoes. They laughed at me. They said that boy's lost his mind. He'll never be nothing. He stutters. He's got a lisp when he speaks. He'll never be a preacher. I don't care what you say. If you are committed to what you believe, you'll never bring down somebody who is committed.
There's so much knowledge out there, so much information, so many ways to get better, and we make so many mistakes. We're the product of our mistakes.
Everyone starts to blame other people for their problems. Well, I can't succeed because of racism or of xenophobia or homophobia, some of which might be legitimate. You are the master of your own destiny. It starts with making your bed in the morning, being the best version of yourself, and being a champion of the decisions you make.
Your breaking point is your breakthrough point.
If God can remove something from your life that you never dreamed of losing, can't you trust Him to bring something new and better in your life that you never dreamed of?
Oftentimes the lesson is sitting there right in front of our face. It's there to be learned, but we miss it, or we don't pay attention to it, or we think we know better until it punches us in the face. And the most important thing to learn is that we have so much to learn. We all do. And we can learn from school and from people and from experience, and we learn from life. But you have to process the information. You have to absorb it. You have to accept it. You have to open your mind. You gotta free your mind so that you can learn and make real progress.
At some point, you have to learn that life is about what's possible for you right here, right now. It's about how high you can jump today, not where you fell yesterday. If you're going to live fully, this is the correct attitude. Right here, right now. So what's the problem? Why do we run away from the moment? Why does the moment terrify us? It's supposed to be simple. From this point right here, right now, you can create the rest of your life. The decision in the moment to change. But it's not that simple. It's not that easy to just capture the moment. The reason it's so hard to capture the moment is because the moment is always dragging along the past or preparing for a future. The moment, for most people, is either depressing, that is when the past is tagging along, or it's riddled with anxiety, that's when you can't trust the future. Depression and anxiety, where you came from and where you're going, are constantly spoiling the moment.
You got to become a risk taker. This God said, if you're not willing to risk, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you can't become your best. And if you can't become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there? You know what? I saw Dr. Norman Vincent Peale 23 years ago. But for 13 years, I wouldn't take the chance. For 13 years, I was living in my comfort zone. For 13 years, I kept saying, I can't do that. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
You get one shot at this gig right here. Life. One life. That's all you've got. And regret, in and of itself, it's worthless. It does nothing for you. In fact, the only valuable thing in regret is the lesson you learned, the knowledge that you gained. But walking around filled with regret gets you nothing. So, learn and move on. Don't let regret beat you down. Don't be a slave to regret. No. Let it teach you. Let it make you better.
When you are trying to get to the next level, and you can see where you're trying to get to, there is a ceiling that you have to break through. But in order to get to the next level, is because you can see what you want to become. But the only reason you can see the next level is because this ceiling is made of glass. In order to get to the next level, you must be willing to break through the glass. Anytime you break through glass, you are going to get cut. You are going to bleed. And in order to get to the next level, you are going to have to give up something that you care about. You cannot take everything with you. See, all your friends, they can't go to the next level because they'll get up there with you, and the way they behave, they'll mess it up for you. The cut is going to put some bruises and blood. But that's the only way to get to the next level. I understood that. I knew that I could not remain the same and change. You got to grow. You can't hang out with everybody you've been hanging out with to go to the next level. You can't do everything you used to do. If you do that, you'll never grow.
If you're going to be successful, you have to take risks. I have never known a successful person that didn't come to the line, didn't come to the edge, and then have to weigh this whole situation. Should I go forward? Or should I stay in the safety zone, in the comfort zone? And what I have known is every successful person has been daring. They've put, at times, their
Hey everyone, Dailykeymotivation 2024. Today speak harm and use. It's to your advantage. He said he will give you beauty for the ashes. But I have learned you have to let go of the ashes before you receive the beauty. You can hold on to the old, expect to receive the new, the past, the is over and done. That's why it's called the past. Quick, darling one. It's quick receiving. It's you not going to understand everything that happens, but God has a purpose. He knows how to bring God out of it. Keep moving forward. You cannot get people to believe in your dream until you believe in yourself. Stop asking people to invest in things where you have no investment. Nobody is going to put into your dream before you put in. You have to invest in then what you dream for. It was my dream, it was my goal. I don't expect you to believe in